Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, another episode of Caffeine and Green with your man, Connor Cardenas. And per usual, I just want to make sure that you guys are heading to the coffee shop. That's right, that brick and mortar, baby. That's 3072 El Cajon Boulevard, right here in the mecca of coffee in San Diego. That's right, I'm talking about North Park, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. Guys, pull up. We are open Tuesday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and then 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays. We're closed for roasting on Monday, y'all. So pull up, come and say what up to you, man. Come and kick it. I'd love to see you and just have a conversation and just make you a coffee. 3072 El Cajon Boulevard, baby. Let's go. All right. My guest today is my man, Luis Sanchez of Acento Coffee Roasters. That's right. He is an amazing coffee roaster with an amazing story. He came from Missouri. He grew up in Mexico City, and then he ended up in Australia, and then ended up back in San Diego to be serving coffee to all you amazing people here. So, guys, and he has an amazing love for mezcal. So you know that's my man right there. So without further ado, my man, Luis Sanchez. This is your time to shine, homie. Let's go. Give me caffeine and green. It's your boy Connor. What's good? Good. Caffeine and green. And we're live. Luis, what's your last name?
Sanchez.
Luis Sanchez from Acento Coffee Roasters. Welcome to Caffeine and Green, sir.
Thank you, Kono. It's a pleasure to be here, man. I feel like a rock star already.
Chee! Yeah. I love it. Oh, here we go.
Oh, cool.
Got you.
Yeah,
cheers. So
beat you to it, man. Cheers.
I know, but it's all good. Cheers.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Dude, okay. So I'm just going to get right into it. You own Acento Coffee Roasters, which is a brick and mortar.
Yes.
Off of Morena Boulevard. Correct?
Yes, it is. Yes.
And you're tucked away pretty good on that street. You definitely have to know that you're there to visit that space. You have a roaster in the space. It's very spacious. It's very nice. It used to be a different coffee shop.
Yes, it was.
That was the guys who have the woodworking studio in your building, or did. I don't know if they're still there. They opened that space for a coffee shop. They used to get coffee from Zumbar, where I started roasting.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that you were roasting for Zumbar too. But yeah, it was. It actually is May Lumbers. It's the owner of the whole building, and yes, that front part where Acento is now, it used to be Claro Coffee.
Yes,
and it was more like a designer coffee shop, and it was Brian's, John's, and Jorge's. Jorge's from Cuba, and he was like the managing business partner there. So a lot of people come back and ask for Jorge or ask for John, because Brian was only just minding the space, and he actually, along with everyone, built all the wood accents that are in the shop at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So, but as you said, it was more, they were not a coffee roaster. They were a designer coffee shop.
Yeah, and then all the pieces, I remember one of the the interesting appeals was all the pieces of wood, like the little tables and the chairs that you were sitting in and stuff, they were all for sale, essentially. You could buy them.
Yeah, exactly. That was part of the enchantment of Claro. Mm-hmm. And it was named Claro after wood that is endemic to California. So the Claro wood. And
not like claro, of course, in Spanish?
Exactly. No. This is a wood. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
I
when I first heard of him, I thought it was just because of that, and because of obviously Jorge being Cuban, right? But there was a lot of wood, tables, stools. There was a massive, how do you call it? A coffee table made out of Claro wood. And it was just pretty much the size of my roaster. And on top of that, there was a beautiful Japanese handmade paper lantern. It was amazing. The space, it was amazing. I think I just came, I don't want to say tear it down and build the roastery. I just modified it for our purposes, right? Just make it a little production area. So yeah, that took care of like a lot of the seating space, because I need to bring the racks to just like being able to just like store the green coffee beans and everything. And then it's like I tried to make it a little bit more like kind of like a European style with some bars instead of like the benches, so you can sit on the stool, put the cup on the bar, drink it, take off, right? Like make it just like a little bit more like faster moving coffee shop. I mean, like there's still a bench and a couple of tables where you can work, but it's not the most.
Dude, I think it looks dope. I mean, like, I think it looks super awesome.
Thank you.
And I have to say, man, as a person, I mean, even though I'm in North Park, I will say for my space, you know, I'm on the end of the block. I'm like on the verge of, like, you go across the bridge and you're pretty much in City Heights.
Yeah.
Like right over here. So I'm like, people ask me, they're like, are you even North Park? I'm like, yeah. It's like, fuck yeah, I'm in North Park. But it is kind of a destination space. I mean, if you go down University or 30th, it's like everything is like close to each other. So that's where like the main strip is. And then over here, like we're off in the cut. Like, so it's like for people to come to either even seek to go to get beer, or they're coming here. It's like your spot. It's a destination spot, but you're going there because you know the quality that you're getting is second to none. You know what I mean? And I feel that you represent that without even knowing you. The fact that you're making it like a cafe in that space, so tucked away, like for people around the world who don't who've never seen it, who've never been to your spot or gone to San Diego, he lives like, so Moreno Boulevard's kind of like a main vein, right? That's like a main street.
Yes.
You have to turn off a street. You have to drive down like 2 blocks in, hook a left, and it's like kind of like in an industrial area. And then you have to go down a little bit, and then it's like the last building on the left, right?
It is.
It is the last building on the left. Yes.
It is the last building on the left.
And then like, it doesn't even look like much from the outside. You could see it like Acento, you could see that stuff, but it just looks like this building. And then you walk in and it's like, oh shit, there's like a big ass roaster. It's beautiful. It's white and silver, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So white and silver. And then you have all the coffee out, and then you have like a sick ass, like, what's the word I'm looking for right now? I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say gimmick, but like a style to your espresso. Like everything is in these little, I mean, I don't know what you consider them, but they look like little weed jars.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
and like you pop them.
Yeah.
But you have all your espresso already dosed out. Each shot you grind to order.
Yes.
In the grinder. It's like, I've never actually seen a coffee roaster do that. And I thought it was concept. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay,
It's such
cool.
an interesting concept.
Yeah.
How you separated it like that. And because I asked you for an espresso the first time I went in to introduce myself, you were like, no, man, like all of these coffees are available for espresso. And it was like, oh, sick.
Yes.
You know, I thought that was super dope.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wish I could tell you, like, I came up with the idea, but no, I wasn't. I copied it from Chris from Coffee Cycle.
Okay.
For when he started, when he built his cart and was parked on the Pacific Highway, because he has limited space. Okay. And like really like smaller grinders, he had to dose his espressos to be able to just like carry them instead of like having this big ass grinder on top of his cart that will take a space from everything else, like the scales, the drippers, the espresso machine, everything. So he focuses on like space. And when I saw that idea, it was just like, man, he's brilliant. And then it was like, I've been just like grabbing stuff from different coffee shops that I've worked at and friends and everything that I just like think they might work for me, right? Or they were going to work for my coffee dream, right?
Yeah.
So basically, when I set up Acento, I already had that idea. I don't want to have like a grinder that is always filled with the same house blend or just a single origin. Because we're espresso bar, I want whomever comes in to be able to experience different espressos. So that was it. Just like, dude, in the beginning when I first opened, I had like 10 different espressos, man.
Damn.
It was
But you have a roaster too, though, so it's like you can you can get away with doing what you're doing, and especially because it's a 5 kilo.
Yeah.
You can do small batches.
Yes.
So you can literally do like, I don't know. I think the smallest batch I would do on a 5 kilo is like 2 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe?
1 kilo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2.2. Sure. Okay. Yeah, 2.5.
1
Oh, I
kilo,
know
yeah.
it was 2.5 pounds. That was the smallest batch I would do.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, 2.5 pounds in espresso. Like, yo, you can go through that, chill, and have it be fresh.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yo.
So yeah, that was the whole idea. So I have like 10 different espressos on bar. The problem was when I was explaining the customer the first espresso. By the time I got to the 10th, he already didn't know what was the first or the second or the fifth. So a friend of mine who ended up being my first co-worker or employee, Andrea, unfortunately she's no longer with us. She gave me the idea. It's like, man, just like narrow it. You're giving them too many choices. So it was just like, we make 5. Like now we currently have only 5. Our house blend, the Idolo blend, and then 4 single origins, plus decaf and half calf.
You're doing decaf like on espresso, dude. People ask me about that all the time, and I'm like, I do decaf pour overs.
Yeah,
I'll do that, but espresso, I'm like, that would have to be a whole nother grinder. Like I don't want to do it,
man. Just one Malconic EK43, man.
But like, okay, so let me ask you a question then. As a coffee roaster, like, you don't worry about the grinds of a previous, like, how do you clear in between the espressos if you're using one grinder but different coffees? Like, do you find that maybe putting in different coffees into the grinder and then, like, you know, you clear it, but like, is it really cleared? I mean, is it really gonna could there be enough leftover, yeah, to that might mix grinds, and adjust the actual flavor of the espresso?
Yeah, that was something that worried me in the beginning, but after trying so many times and everything, you hardly notice anything because we just clear it out, and if you have doubts, we just drop a little bit of the espresso that we're gonna grind, and just like that will clear it.
Oh, like a purge.
Yeah, like a purge.
Okay, so you'll do a purge. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think that.
If it's absolutely necessary, right? Especially all our roasts go from medium to full city roast. There's no dark, like a dark roast, oily per se.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's
I don't like them,
yeah.
And I wouldn't put that on through the grinder.
Do you do light?
I don't do light. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think light works better for pour overs, calitas, all that, like V60s and everything, because you want the brightness and the acidity to be shown on those coffees. When I tried as espresso, it was a little bit like more like herbal and vegetal, like a lot of hay. Oh, wow. So I didn't like the taste. So I was fine with the medium city roast and full city roast.
Got you. What are you looking at post crack development when you do a light roast? Like how long, post first crack are you? I mean, are you even dropping it during first crack?
No, I just let it go like maybe 30-40 seconds. Try to get a 18% development, and but just like drop it around like 405 degrees.
Oh, you go based off of temperature
as well. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's like you do the development and everything. I mean, like we use the software. We use Artisan for roasting, but before I was using Artisan, I documented everything, man. It's like know by hand, and that helped me just like keep track of like the different roasts that I was doing and like dropping it. And it's like I mean, like you always have to just like not only just like be just like documenting everything, but watching what the beans are like doing.
I still do that.
Yeah.
Dude, I have every notebook that I've ever had since I started roasting from my first day.
Yeah. No, that's it's just like that's your Bible basically.
Dude, 100. Like I straight up will like, it's so funny is I'll get a brand new notebook and I'll carry the old notebook and just go back and then like look at recipes.
Exactly.
And like, okay, document here. But like it gets annoying when I'm pretty much just a production roaster at the same time because I'm doing big batches.
Yes.
I don't do small batches. Like my smallest batch might be like 7 and I'd say my smallest batch will be like a 12 and a half right now.
Wow.
And that's like a lot, right?
Yes.
So it's like I use the software, but then I also use my stuff because it's like I'll use that notebook and then I just start transferring everything over before, and then it's like, oh, this one has everything that I had from the other one. So then I get rid of that notebook and then just move forward.
Yeah.
But I have Cropster. I document everything, but then I also am writing it down.
Yeah. No, I mean, we do the same thing. We have the profile, and then it's like we'll start roasting, and there's like we use Artisan, and we start seeing the curves and everything, how they're developing, and there's like the ROR, how it's rising, and sometimes what I've seen happen with that certain type of beans, what the software displays is not what you can see inside the roaster. So that's when you just have to adjust a little bit, just like either just like don't open the air, or just like stay like in a higher temperature, or or gas inlet, instead of like dropping it and everything, because that will affect the roast, right? It will
Well,
be
yeah.
under
I mean,
roast.
you're also working off. You have ceramic plating, right? Or do
Yes.
you have okay? So you have the one burner flame with the ceramic plating, and then you have it's a double barrel, or is it single barrel?
It's a single barrel.
Single barrel. Okay. So you're doing single barrel. Yeah, I used to roast on that for when I was at Seven Seas.
Yeah,
was, like,
I remember that.
one.
Yeah, it's the same. It's
Same
exactly
roaster.
the same roaster. Yeah.
You have the updated one with the screen, the touch screen.
I got that one, but it's a 2014 model. I think yours was newer.
It was definitely like, well, I mean, I think it was like 2017.
Okay, yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, because I remember when I got it, like when I first got it, I reached out to Sasha and Eric from Seven Seas.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I just asked him like, well, can you show me how to roast in this thing, because like I never used the software or anything from someone else, right?
Yeah.
I know how to use roaster, Cropster, and Artisan, but I never just like roasted with a.
Dude, it's interesting. It's interesting their software.
Yeah.
Their software is very interesting, because I just did my roast based off of theirs. I didn't even have an extra computer. I did when I was there for the year and a half or something like that.
Yeah,
or maybe
yeah.
2 years. So I don't remember how long it was. I only used that touch screen, and then I wrote everything else down.
Yes.
But dude, I remember like fucking with that machine, and like I would like open like at certain points for some reason, like I would open the other valve to like add extra air, thinking it was going to like change it. And then then I would do like different roasts and then cup them all. And then I would like replicate these things, like, oh, I got to crack the little air thing, because like they have limited air settings, because it's only
damper.
3,
It's
right?
like, it's a 0, 50, or 100.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, and then it would be like, oh, do 50 here, do that, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I had like a San Franciscan, then I had to like readjust all my things, and then it's, then you can go to Mill City, and then you go to like an Ambex, and you go to all these fucking roasters. It's like, bro, you just get to a certain point, you're just like, okay, like every machine's kind of the same, but they're so different at the same time.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like,
Yeah, the principle is the same, and then everything else is just like it's different. So you just have to just like learn how to just like roast on a different roaster.
Dude, one of my kind of like, I guess like idols in coffee roasting is Joe Morocco.
Uh-huh.
You know who he is?
Yes.
He's been on the show. He's like,
wow,
dude,
really?
Yeah, G.
No way.
Dude, no, for real. Like when I got Joe Morocco on here, I was
No
like,
way.
yo, I was super hyped. But he said something. Shout out to Joe. But like, he said something to me that's always stuck with me. He said, you're a true coffee roaster when you can hop on any machine and make coffee taste good. Like first go. That's how you know you're a coffee roaster. And it was really cool to hear him say that he still fucks up on coffees. He said I don't remember the context of the story, but basically he was saying that like he got on this roaster and it was like he's like, for people who like numbers or whatever, he's like it's a 94 or something like that, like a super high rated coffee.
Yeah.
And he had like sample roasted it and he made it taste amazing. And then they put it like on the big roaster and he roasted it and he gave it to everybody and they were like, dude, this isn't good.
Oh no.
And he fucked it up and he was like, oh shit. And he's like, hey, it still happens. So you have to just kind of, accept it. And he's like, and then I like adjusted and I made whatever. And then he's like, he made it good afterwards. But his first go, like, he fucked it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, I love that because, dude, I don't know about you, but like, I still get nervous when I roast a new coffee and it's going to come out shit. Like, I don't like sucking at roasting coffee. But I like it. Like, cause it's like, oh, okay.
Yes.
This is like, it's scary, but it's
Yes.
like, I get like in my chest. I'm like,
Yeah, no, I get anxious too, stressed a little bit, and also hyped because it's a new coffee and I never roasted. But yeah, it's the fact that you can just like, waste it, especially if it's a really like 94 whatever. Yeah, great the coffee is, or just like you just made a mistake. It's like you should have let it like go a little bit further, or you didn't have to just like open the air at that point in which you did. Changes the whole thing, changes the whole roast.
dude, do you feel that, coffees from certain regions all kind of roast the same depending on wash process?
Yeah, talking about wash processes, yes, definitely. But the naturals, oh man, that's a headache for me.
Oh, really?
Anaerobics, naturals. I mean, like, I roast them. I know how to roast them. But I try just, I have to be more like paying attention a lot more than wash. Wash processes, I feel like they're a little bit more forgiving. And you can just like do something within the roast and just like make them taste good. But like unlike naturals and anaerobics, that's a lot more difficult. Anaerobics.
What is that?
Like coffees that it's a process where at some point they are drying it as a natural, and they put it in bags, close them down, and just like close all the air there. So they ferment in that. Like, man, and
I've never heard of this. Are you talking about like black honey process or like not like?
No, black honey is just like
it's a natural, like essentially, right? That's a natural.
Yeah, but it's called anaerobic just because they shut down the air on that, and it's just like there's no air for like, I don't know, for a day or more than a day or something like that. Man, it smells very fermenty. I have some Costa Rican coffee from Café Corazon that I told roast for them. I'll have you over and just like check them out.
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah, because they are very interesting coffee, man.
Are you going to be there Monday?
Yeah.
I'll come by Monday.
I'm there every day, man. So
yeah, I know the vibes.
Anytime. I'm like, I try not just like on the only day that we were closed, it was Sunday, because Sundays are for surfing. And it's embedded on my schedule, right? Like we trade Monday through Friday, 7 to 2. Saturdays, 8 to 2. Come Sundays is for surfing. That's it. I don't want to be there. I don't want to know anything about Acento. I'm just going surfing. That's it. That's my day off. That's the only day.
Wow.
But now, because of my production roaster, Serena, she went back to school and kind of like working around her schedule. Mm-hmm. So we started opening on Sundays. So she has like more days to work. Right, so damn, dude, I'm still not there, but she is there along with Jenny from the former manager of Coffee Cycle. So man, there's like those two girls, they kill it. They're amazing.
My man, killing the game.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely just like Sundays, I don't want to be there in Acento unless I go there for coffee, or I'm taking someone to just like get coffee from there, and it's like otherwise, just like I'm out of here. It's like I tell Serena, man, you're the manager. You figure it out. Don't call me.
Damn.
That's it.
How long have you been in business?
2 years and 4 months.
Yeah. And I can't wait to get to the point where you're at right now. Because like my business was just online and e-commerce. And then doing the shop is very new to me. But like I like hearing you say this is like, wow. I strive to be like you, where I could just like take a day off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Your shop is beautiful, but I'm like you're closed on Sundays? No, on Mondays. Right? Yeah.
I mean, like I go roast on Mondays for all my accounts, and then for the shop if need be. Yeah, man. But like,
But yeah, you're always working.
I'm always working,
right?
and
Yeah.
it's like as
Yeah.
soon as I'm done roasting, you got to catch up on whatever else needs to be done, like numbers, like whatever have you,
Yeah.
stuff like that, like calls, lots of calls, and and I think it's really important too. Like, I don't want to not have FaceTime with my accounts, so I want to be sure that like if I roast a different espresso for like steel mill, which I do, I'll go there. I have an espresso. Talk to the employees and just like vibe out with them. And then if I can, I'll stop by like Drift, go visit them, say hello to the employees there and be like, what's poppin'? How you doing? Like, oh, can I try a coffee? Like, yeah, I'm kind of coffeeed out usually on Mondays. And then if I can, go see my other one, like Jasmina, she's like a homie. But then if I can, I only pretty much go to Hawthorne because they're right there and they're my homies. Like I think it's super important to support your friends.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
man, that's everything. That's why I came here to see you, man.
Dude, I know. That was
that's
so
why you
dope.
came here over to see us, man. Like that, exactly.
Yeah,
you want to support everyone. Yeah,
dude. I think it's so important. Like, I don't really see myself in competition with anybody at anywhere except for myself. Like, I'm just like, no, you have to be better every day. Like,
yeah.
But, dude, why would I hate on somebody or like really want like why would I want to hate on somebody doing the exact same thing? Because I know exactly how hard it was to do what you're doing because we're both doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, man, show love, show support, and like let's all come up. A rising tide raises all ships.
Yeah. I mean, like,
what I'm saying?
it's community, mate. It's just community. I mean, like, it's like just as what you were describing for me, it's very special to be able to help someone else, someone that's starting with their businesses and everything, like their coffee shop, and you can always come talk to me if I can just like guide you in some way. I'm happy to do that. Yeah, I'm open to do that. It's just like you said, like I'm here to help because I was helped, right,
dude? Oh,
like, man, that's it. Yeah, we're sharing the love. We're just like, I mean, like, you help me, I help you. It's just like, yeah, you do you create a snowball effect, right?
Well, dude, you pay it forward, right? Like, so, the other thing, I mean, we still need to get into like your origin story, but real quick before we do that,
Yeah.
Ray.
Oh,
We
man,
all fucking know Ray. You said Ray hired you for your first coffee job.
And yeah, I'm like, I applied, but he didn't got me that time. But Ray Orate, let's put that like that.
Ray
It's
Orate.
like Ray Orate.
He owns
yeah.
Interim Coffee up in Carlsbad.
Yeah, along with John Herman, who was the former roaster for Calabria and Swell Coffee Company.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's where they met and at Swell. And then they just like jump into just like building or opening Interim. Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, but man, as we say in Spanish, Rey es el chile de todos los moles. He's everywhere in coffee, man. He's been everywhere, man.
Dude, he is.
Man,
But I mean, I
yeah.
thought that was. And then CJ, shout out to CJ.
Oh yeah, man.
Dude,
Yeah, CJ,
she said that
man,
he hired her, right?
Yes.
So Ray hired me at Zoombar for my first coffee
Yeah,
job
there you go.
ever. Like
Yeah.
ever in my life. And the only reason he gave me it like well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll have a different version of it. But the only like when he said that he said, I saw that you worked, I had done work with Thrasher because I worked in action sports before.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I do all the ads and stuff for Thrasher. For like, that was for Remind Insoles, like a company that I was working for.
Okay, yes.
And he was like, oh yeah, like, okay, cool. And he gets me like an interview and then I get the job because I'm like, dude, I have zero experience in coffee, but I want, you guys roast your own coffee. Like I want to be a roaster.
Yes.
Like just, I don't care. And they like, hella just was like, oh, you made this at your last job? They're like, you're not going to make that. $12.50? We'll give you $12.50 an hour and you're going to wash dishes. I was like, bet, let's go. You know, but it's like, it was Ray who gave me that opportunity.
Yes.
And just like you said, to your point, like, dude, I want to pay that forward. I want to give somebody who just wants to work in coffee to do what Ray did for me. And then he did for like you and CJ, and like, how is that even possible? And now look, we both own our own shops.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm like, when I started working at Global Coffee Trading. I started there that's where I started roasting under Jorge de Leon. He was one of the junior coffee. How do you call it? Sellers, right?
Like a green trader?
A green trader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Guatemala, and he was the youngest person to achieve to be like a Q grader. I don't know what year was that. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But he was sample roasting, and Pablo Lara.
Yeah, shout out to fucking
man.
Pablo.
He's also like great. He's
Yo,
everywhere, man.
Dude.
That Pablo is just like, man.
Pablo's the best.
Pablo just like told me about this job, and I just went and just like introduced myself to Jorge, and it's like, I'm here to learn how to roast, and he has like, Jorge didn't even have seen like, or saw my resume, and he was just like, you are the only person that actually came here with the intention to learn how to roast.
Sick.
You are on. It's like they didn't pay me. It was an apprenticeship, and then I went to the coffee shop. Turned out just like the manager was Ray. So we talked about, like, he looked at me like, I know you. You went to Zumba in Cardiff or something. Like,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because he was the manager there.
Yeah.
And when I first went there, I was just fresh off the plane from Australia. So I have like a little bit of an Aussie accent, expressions, everything. Guys, you're from Australia, right, mate? And it's like,
I heard you say mate earlier, and I was like, that's right, you're from Australia.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, I'm like, let's call it like Mexican with an Australian flair, right? It's like, let's put it that way. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, stop it.
And then, yeah, man, it was just, Ray actually, I mean, like Jorge, between Ray and Jorge, taught me how to roast, man. And that's like I really, really appreciate those guys. Like, it's like, I mean, they're great.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's super rad. Okay. So,
Yes.
your origin story, sir. I mean, dude, we like vibing. But like the one thing I wanted to touch on was definitely like okay. Because I had asked you before the podcast, I thought you were from Mexico specifically, but you were born here.
Yes.
Okay. So break it down for me.
Yeah. Okay. So, I was born in Missouri. My father was doing his medical internship in a hospital in Missouri. So went down to Mexico, married my mom, came back to the States. I popped out here, and then my
sorry.
my granduncle, who was also a pediatrician, my father was becoming to become a pediatrician, called him or told him like, hey, I can help you build your own practice here in Mexico. So my father just like packed everything, went back to Mexico, and we went to Mexico City. And then my brother was born there. Basically, I grew up as a Mexican. I'm Mexican. I'm just a white boy, a white chicken. Let's put it
that. I've heard that term. Somebody called me that the other day. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
like,
no, it's us, man. Just like look at me. It's like every time I someone at the shop asked me where am I from? It's like, I'm from Missouri. They always like, what? It's not a Missouri accent. It's like, I am from Missouri, right?
I mean, well, you were born there, but like, it doesn't mean you're from there, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was born in the town I grew up in Fremont, California. So like, I'm from the Bay Area. Like, I'm from the East Bay. So that's that's where I'm from. That's what I rep. But like, when people ask me now, we're like, where do you live? Like, what would you consider yourself? It's like, dude, I'm approaching the amount of time that I lived in the Bay Area. And I was like, at what point do I stop claiming the Bay? And they're like, no, you never. But like, if where you grew up is like where, like, if you grew up there, that's where you grew up, right?
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah.
if you were born in Missouri and you grew up in Mexico, I would say like you're Mexican.
I'm Mexican.
I mean, you're Mexican regardless because your mom's from Mexico. So
yeah, and
like,
my dad is Mexican too.
there you go. Boom. Mm-hmm. So I would say, like, yeah, you're Mexican, but you just have like you were born on this side of the border, so you have
exactly.
Do you have dual citizenship?
Yes, I do.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I can stay here, and there's like everything work out. There's like fine. I was lucky, man. I was really lucky.
So wait, so you go to Mexico City, but then you were, excuse me, apologies. Do you at what point did you go to Australia?
That was when I was a lot older. But basically, before moving to Australia, my father decided that he didn't want my brother and I to grow up in the most popular city in the world when we were becoming 18 and 17 or 18 and 19, whatever, right? So we moved to this to another state called Querétaro, which is a colonial city, and it's like 3 hours, 2.5 hours north of Mexico City. Central Mexico, it's like semi-arid. It's like really hot, very cold in the winter.
So like extreme weather.
Yeah. But it's just like yeah. I mean, like, but it's, it's just like almost like a desert. So it was very hot in summer, spring, and then like very cold in the winter. But it's dry, right? Dry heat and dry cold. But it was very close to where my mom's hometown, Celaya, and most of my family comes from Guanajuato, Celaya, San Miguel de Allende, and I think...
Damn, you're throwing out cities I've never heard of.
Yeah, well, it's Guanajuato is another state that's never in Querétaro, and it's also just like another colonial city, man.
Okay.
Like another like colonial state. Very nice states, very great. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. It's like pretty much Querétaro is connected to everywhere. It's just like very easy to go or just be in Querétaro because almost it connects everything from the north into the central part of Mexico.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're going to the city of Mexico, well, now with the new highways and everything, it's different. But there was a point in which almost you have to go through Querétaro to go into Mexico City. But now there's like new ways of getting around, right? If you were coming from the north or from from the northern states.
Sick, man. That's super rad.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're there.
So I'm there. I grew up there. Terrible coffee. And I will say it until I die. But now it's just like there's some specialty coffee shops that have been just like sprung out and everything. And it's like I'm glad because now people in Querétaro can have decent or great coffee depending on where they go. But anyway, when I was 34 years old, and I decided to I want to a change of everything, right? Change of scenery, change of country, change of everything. And I decided to go and study a master's degree abroad. And
you were 34?
34.
Okay.
So I'm old, man. You can see the gray.
I can see that, but bro, I'm getting white hairs in my shit right now. So it's like,
man,
yo,
but you're young, man.
But how old are you though?
Now I'm 51.
You're 51?
Yeah.
Yo, you look good though.
Man, it's the mezcal that I drink at Acento, man.
Ah.
It's all that mezcal, man. It's all that alcohol, man, and the tacos and the chili sauce and everything.
Oh, see, that's what keeps you young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mucho joven.
Yeah, exactly. My father says like I still have the Peter Pan syndrome, but I don't want to say that, but. I mean, like, every time I wear green tights, they look good, man.
Muy bien. Okay, so 34, you go back to Australia.
Yeah, I went to Australia, and I was just going for a master's degree. I was thinking of just like, well, probably 2 years abroad, that will be it. And it's like, when I was there, I said, like, fuck it. I'd rather live in a place I love and do whatever it takes to be here than go back to a place where I'm not going to be happy. So I stayed 9 years in Australia.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. I was there for 9 years. I learned how to work in coffee there, basically, at an espresso bar called Pasta Roma, which not only served coffee, but also food.
Is it Italian?
Pasta Roma? It was owned by an Uruguayan with Italian descent.
Like from Uruguay?
From Uruguay, yes.
Uruguay, okay.
Uruguayan. And but he had Italian descent, like a lot of Argentinians and Uruguayans and everything, right?
Okay.
So I don't know. I think his parents moved there or something like that. And then I'm not sure if he was born in Uruguay and grew up in Australia, or he was already born in Australia. But he taught me about coffee, right? How to pull espresso shot and everything. And it's like to make good coffee, like flat whites, long blacks, cappuccinos, Aussie style.
Aussie style.
Yeah,
All
Aussie
right.
style. At that time, I have to say, like, my jam was chocolate milk.
What?
I hated coffee, man.
Stop playing.
I fucking hated coffee so bad. So I was just like, I mean, it was when I was growing up, coffee breath from my parents. Fuck that. I'm
Damn.
never drinking coffee, and now I live off of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Ironic.
Yeah. I get coffee breath all the time, every day.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I guess, yeah. I'm pretty aware of my own breath. That's why, like, I always bring a toothbrush and toothpaste. I just have it in my backpack.
I have one in the shop all the time as well.
Dude, but I also, because I know coffee breath is a thing. I literally, whenever I talk to people, I literally just like lean back, or I like step back, like at least one step. So it's like, no. I know. So I'm very aware of it. It's one of my, I don't have a lot of like tics or like things that bother me, but because I'm very aware of that, that's one of my things.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that would be like the one thing I have. I always just take a step back, or like,
yeah, exactly. You can provide customer service 6 feet away.
just like,
I mean,
I don't want to breathe on you. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm not. I don't know if he's listening to this, but I apologize. I'm not going to say his name, but there was a guy who I used to work with, and he smoked a lot of cigarettes, like just would rail cigarettes so bad. And he would help me with invoicing sometimes if I didn't understand it. This is like when I first started in coffee.
Mm-hmm.
He'd help me with invoicing and other things like that I needed help with and like learning. And he would like get really close to me and like while I was on the computer, and he would just like kind of like be breathing on me. And this dude would drink coffee, and he had a thing for chocolate milk. And he would also smoke. Like if he would go out for a smoke break, it was like minimum 2 cigarettes.
Oh shit.
So this dude was like a smoker. He told me once how much he spent on cigarettes a month, and I was like, oh shit. Like that's in your budget, my G. Like, yo, no hate. It's just like, I understand, right? But he used to breathe on me, and oh man, his breath was just like, from that moment on,
I feel you.
I just
feel
was
you.
like, bro, I can't even, like, I always was super aware of my breath. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I can't. I'm sorry. Like, but that's, yeah, dude, that's a thing. Like,
Yeah, it is.
I
It's
believe
terrible, man. It's just like, yeah, I mean, like, you can see the most beautiful girl in the world just like approach her, and she has bad breath. Oh crap! It's just like, oh man, it's like,
Nah, son.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
done
done.
for me.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't.
gonna go with that chick instead, right?
Dude, that happened to me once. There was this girl. I grew up dancing. Like I competed competitively. I mean, I was competitive. I was a competitive dancer. There we
Me
go.
too.
Really?
Me too.
What kind of dance?
Oh yeah, it's well, man, where I grew up, if you don't dance, you don't get laid. So
Chee.
I have to dance.
What kind of dance though? Like salsa, bachata?
Oh yeah, salsa.
Salsa.
I didn't compete.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
get-
compete. Oh hell
You
yeah,
can
man.
dance with salsa?
Fuck yeah.
Chee.
I'm not the best dancer, but I can shake it.
You can move those hips, bro.
Yeah, that's all, man. It's
No,
like,
the
as I
hips
said,
don't
like,
lie.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Man, you want
Yes.
you want the girl, you want to get there. It's just like
Yo.
you have to dance.
You have to know how to
Yeah,
move,
yeah.
bro. But yeah, I did that since I was 6. I danced
Wow.
competitively from the time I was 6 until I was 19.
Man, but you're a dancer. Like you're yeah.
Yeah, I did like ballet. I did jazz, hip hop.
Wow.
And then I took like a couple salsa classes. Like I know how to like kind of move for like bachata and a little bit of salsa, but
Yeah.
I'm not like, I wouldn't say I could like lead right now. Like I don't have like the basics. I mean, I kind of have the basics.
You just need inspiration, brother.
I mean, I'm down.
Like,
no,
yeah.
no, I know. Like,
oh man, that's
no.
like, and there's a lot of inspiration in the dance floor, man.
Oh,
It's like,
bro.
oh hell yeah.
Yes, I know. Anyways, But like, why were we talking about dancing? How did we get on that subject?
I can't remember.
I don't remember. I remember. Oh, I was gonna say about the bad breath. That's what it was.
Oh,
There was
okay.
a girl I used to dance with when I was I was like, I don't know, I was like 19 or something, and we were dancing together, and she was like this beautiful girl, just beautiful girl. She was, I think she was like half black, half Mexican or something like that.
Whoa.
Like just
Exotic.
vibing. Yeah, exotic, just vibing. And she was feeling me, and I was like tight. And so we were hanging out, and then like we danced together, and she breathed on me. And bro, it was like I couldn't. I was like, she had the worst
Deal breaker.
breath. And it was from that moment on, I was like, nope, I can't do it. And then like I could feel it after that, and I was like, and I just kind of like stopped talking to her. Not my proudest moment, but I was like, nah, son, like I can't do it. But that was at 19. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
But either way, neither here nor there. So
Yeah.
So you're in Australia for 9 years, and what made you come back?
My family is still in Mexico, so after a while, I said like, well, probably it's just like time to go back. Right?
Did you ever visit? Like, in those 9 years, did you come back at all?
Every like once a year only. It wasn't enough, man. It's never enough. I'm like, I was so focused on work down there and everything that I tend just like to say always like I don't have enough money just like to go there and not like stay there for a month or make it worth it, right?
Yeah.
Besides, you're trying to just like when you're around there, you try to just like also just go and explore other parts of the world.
Live your life.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't come back enough. I'm not saying that now that I live here in San Diego, I visit more often. No, I don't. And especially now, the last 2 years, first because of COVID, then there's like opening Acento and everything. And it's like I'm stuck with the business. Although I have really good people at some time working or helping me out. So I could take a little bit of time off, and that's great. I really appreciate all these people. I can name you Andrea, Serena, Jake, Jenny.
You got a staff.
At the moment, I have several people. Yes.
My G.
Yes.
Good
so,
for you.
Yeah.
Yo, fucking killing the game.
Adriana from Adriana Uriostegui. Do you know her? She used to be one of the managers for Kova Coffee when she was here.
Dude, she came in here. Yes. Shout out to her.
Adriana is, Adriana is helping us out like now. So I mean, like it's just like it's quality people, man. It's like,
dude, she's
they're
rad.
Great. They're
She's
great.
super
I
chill.
love them. There was another girl called Jenna Osenbao. I think it was. I don't think I'm pronouncing her last name properly, but she used to be a manager for Seven Seas. She was really nice.
Who's
great girl?
What's her name?
Jenna, tall girl
know.
from I think she was from Georgia, I want to say. Really nice girl.
I haven't been there in a hot minute, so like,
Yeah.
I don't even know nobody. Like the last people I knew was like honestly like my friend Leov, Josh.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
Yeah. Now, we also have Amaris, who's Serena's cousin. Amaris used to work for like 3 or 4 years for Bird Rock, and she was one of the supervisors or lead baristas or assistant managers. One of those 3 positions, like she was on the top. So now they're all helping me, and it's like that has freed me a little bit of like a little bit more, right? So I'm like stoked having them, and it's like hopefully or have them when they were there helping us. But yeah, definitely, man. It's like you just have to surround yourself with amazing people.
Yeah, 100.
Better than you.
Dude, yeah, you got to be the stupidest dude in the room for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like, I want to still say like this is all, but it's still a money maker, and it's the pretty face that comes like everyone comes to see. But I don't think so, man. That's like I have to say like they come to see the girls and just like chat with them because they're more fun to look at and just like chat with than this old face, man. But yeah, it's a money maker still, man.
Yeah, G. I mean, fucking A, bro. I mean, I love it. I love what you're doing. Dude, I just hearing how well you're like, how far you've come. That's so sick. That is so sick. Do you ever reach out? Would you say like the guy who taught you about coffee, like do you still keep in contact with him? Do you like?
Yeah, he came to the shop like 3 or 4 months ago.
Dope.
Yeah,
That's
no,
awesome.
sorry. What, December? 3 months ago. He was here. Jorge was here. I'm like, Ray and John, keep in touch with them. I go and drink coffee whenever I'm around Carlsbad or North Encinitas, that area. I'll just go to visit them. Always.
Sick.
That's just like this, like yeah, they're good friends of mine. I always recommend their coffees, just like Coffee and Green. I tell people that's like, where are you gonna be more or less? And I just like start pointing out like this coffee shop, go to this one, go to this one, go to this one. It's like I try to refer coffee shops so
Dude,
everyone's like can. Yeah.
On that point, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but that like I wanted to say before I forgot, dude, that right there, I've had, dude, oh my god, Simon and his wife's name, Ranila. Dude, shout out to them, man. Like straight up, like they came in here.
I know. They
And-
texted me.
Dude.
Where would you make the condo? It's like, hell yeah,
Dude.
that's awesome.
They came
love
in-
your coffee, man.
Thank you.
They love your
That she told me, and they had 3 drinks, and we talked coffee for a minute, and it was just like, dude, they were so pleasant. Like,
Yeah, they're
for
great.
real.
I love them.
And
I
then
love them.
somebody, I can't remember, and if you're listening to this, because like, dude, they came in and they said, I saw you on Luis's Instagram or something, and they were like, we wanted to come here. And then I had a
Excellent.
third person who came in. It was a girl. It said, my friend Luis suggested that I come here. And I was like, dude,
It's
I was
working.
like, what the fuck? I was like, yes, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
sharing
Like,
the love, man. That's like, it's just like some of my favorite coffee shops, Caffeine and Green.
dude, that's what's popping.
Man, I just like
Dude, cheers.
yeah, man, it's just like for me, it's like it's a must. I mean, like now we're becoming a destination for coffee. It's Mostra or Nick Borardi. Shout to him.
I don't think I
Or
know
shout
him.
out to him. He is the national coffee roasting champion from Mostra.
What?
Yeah.
Who's this guy? What's
Nick
the name?
Borardi.
Nick Morardi?
Borardi.
Borardi. I guess I gotta reach
Yeah,
out to this.
he
dude.
was
This
man.
guy.
I love the guy. He's an eminence. He's a good friend. He's great, man.
Wow.
First place, like national champion.
What?
Then-
What competition?
The-
Dude, I
the
don't know
roast-
any
the-
competitions.
the-
What-
the-
what-
There's like the national roasting competition in Boston. He won.
What? In Boston?
Yeah, he
Wait,
won.
Wait,
He's the national champion.
wait. What competition? What is
From
this?
you know from the last year's expo, like coffee
Oh,
expo.
SCA?
Yeah,
It's like a SCA?
Yeah. I mean, like you just have to just like look for it. Like he even went to Italy to compete.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
what
it's just
competition is this though? Like, how do you enter this competition?
I guess you have to sign up or you have like tryouts like through California and then just like go there or something. Then
I competed in one competition. It was like SCA. I don't know if it was that though. I don't remember.
man, he's the national champion. And then there was the second place. I don't know. I can't remember. But the third place, Illustre Coffee. Rudy.
In Playas.
In Playas.
Wow.
Third place, man. Like here, that's like here in San Diego, brother. Like,
Dude, Rudy told me that like when I saw him, I went over to Tijuana and we went to this fucking. We had Barista Bravos.
yeah.
I love Barista Bravos.
Yeah,
Shout
I haven't
out.
been there, but just like they're great, man. Like,
Yo, they're
it's like,
so
yeah,
rad. Well, because
yeah.
they're under the Das Cortez. So Das
Yes.
Cortez is like the bigger company.
Yes.
And then Barista Bravos is like their super specialty location.
Man, I love their posts. I have to go down there to try
Dude,
them,
go.
but I just like
Go,
like I see their work and everything. It's just like I want these guys here in San Diego at some
Dude,
point.
for real. I have their logo. I grabbed their sticker and I put it on their door. I DM'd them. I was like, yo, and you see it right here. They don't know this, but it's like, yo, you see it right there. Yeah, I got the
can see that.
Barista
Yeah,
Bravos.
it's like, man, this is great. I
got
need
the
one of
Barista
those
Bravos.
stickers. Yeah.
I told
Yeah.
yo, I fuck with them tough. I think what they're doing is super awesome. I love how they have attention to detail and they have a dedication to the craft. Like
Yes.
that's what I'm about. So
Yes.
I not only do I rock it on my laptop, but I also rock it on the door because it's like, yo, I want to like, and for me, when I put their sticker up, I'm like, yo, this is like that represents like quality and craft, and it's
Yeah.
like that's what I want Caffeine and Green to be associated
Yeah.
with. But either way, so Rudy told me when we went to that spot, he was like, bro, you need to start competing. That was like straight up what he told me. He was like, no, you need to compete. And I was like, why is that? He's like, that's how you're going to do it. Like, you want to be a good coffee roaster and like get your name out there, you need to start competing.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, all right. Like,
man, yeah.
Like,
by all means, I'm like, he's absolutely right. I mean, who had heard like about Illustra Coffee? Just the locals, right? But now I'm like, everywhere in the States, they know him.
Dude, yeah, because the thing is though, is I think he was born in Oceanside.
Yes.
So he's like, he can do the cross border thing, and then he also fucks with everybody over here. Like he's making a name for himself over here.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, I think that has less to do with his coffee as a more opposed to who he is. You know, he's out here and he's fucking making a name for himself, and then he has the product to back it up.
Yeah.
At least that's what it looks like to me, and it's like, that's a G right there. That's like, yo, all right, yeah. Like, man, if he's giving you game, like, you got to listen to game.
Yeah,
you know, like,
for sure. Like I actually did a advanced roasting seminar with them down at the Illustre.
Really?
Yeah. It was amazing, man. I'm like
advanced roasting. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, it's the third place in the country, man. He knows his stuff. You go there and just like he helps you just like dial in your profiles, dial in your roasting abilities, capabilities, dial in how to, you can just like, if let's say you have a production roaster or an assistant roaster, how to just like deliver better and more quality information and everything to them. Like, it's great. Like it helped me training Serena, and Serena is just doing amazing.
In terms of production roasting?
Production roasting and just like and
like following profiles.
Yeah, but I'm like I just already just like started just like showing her like do your own profiles. And I've been just like I have to say, like, she roasts better our Honduran coffee that I do.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm like, she's like her roasting for the medium roast and the full series roast, the Alma Oscura version of it, it's amazing. What
makes it different? What makes hers taste better?
I guess she's more just paying more attention. It's more focused on what she's doing because she's like still learning how to roast. So we've been roasting for a long time. Sometimes you can say like, well, I can just like tweak here and there, but she kept kind of like onto the profile, and she's doing a great job for the profile that she already just like roasted before, right? That she developed and I just like approved, and she's like, yeah, let's do it. She's very consistent. So every single time she hits the notes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's impressive. I'm like, she started roasting maybe 4 months ago, and she's killing it now. She's like really good. Yeah, she's doing a really good job for us. Yeah, love so that, good that I'm just like here you go. Do whatever you want with this coffee, and we'll cup it. And if we have to just like, well, show me your profile, and we'll just, after cupping, we'll see how we score it, and if we can just like improve it, we'll just like write it down. If it's just like fine, we'll just start just like production roasting. When
you critique a roast profile,
yes,
like I usually, for me, so I'm just going to tell you how I do mine, and I want to see how you do yours.
Mm-hmm.
I usually do 3 batches.
Mm-hmm.
I do 3 batches. Different development times, depending on the region, depending on the meters above sea level. How I watch it respond from the first roast to the second roast to the third roast. You know, is it more dense? Like, I mean, obviously the meters above sea level and the region all play a factor. And then just based on my knowledge of like what I've had for like the last 8 years, right?
Yes.
I start to fine tune it, because like, you know, I have this like Rolodex, right, of a fucking knowledge of what I've done over the years, and just common, like, that's what I mean, like regions. It's, if it's an African, depending on where it's at, and then looking at the profile from the importer, it's like meters above sea level. Okay, it's this dense. It's this. It's like it might be porous or whatever. Blah blah blah. Natural, washed, whatever.
Yeah.
You start to gauge everything, and then I'll do 3 roasts, and then I do like this temp, this temp, this temp, broad ranges. And then if it's like I like where this is at, but I can like, oh, it's too roasty, bring it back and then adjust there accordingly. And then I'll like maybe adjust in the middle, mainly, and like also in the initial, like with the soak, and then like raising the temperatures and or like. Again, I think maybe just like wash process or natural stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I go from there on the 3 bases, and then I'll pick, and then I'll fine tooth comb in like in between there.
Yes.
And then it's usually in the middle is what I'll really really tweak.
Yes. The way we do it is like I already have a profile that I like from a certain coffee, right? Let's talk like I'm just like showing Serena how to roast,
Okay.
right? Or just like I roast a new bean. I already roasted several times, right? So for me, it's just like, as you said, like I have like, I don't do light roast. So I do medium and city roast to begin with,
Okay.
right? Those are my 2 parameters. Everything in between, we'll see that gray area there. That's going to be just like how I tweak the coffee. So in the beginning, I just like do sample roasting all the time, like 3 or 4 if I can, and then cup it. And it's like, well, this is it. Let's do the 3rd roast was the one that I liked. So let's see the profile that I wrote and everything. Just like, let's try to make it on a bigger scale. Now I just like roast like maybe 3 pounds of it, and then I try it. If I don't like it, well, that's for donation.
Same. That's what I do. I
Yeah.
just donate it. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Or give it away to friends. It's like, and I tell them like, this is not the best roast. This is not the last roast. This is what you're getting. You want it? Some people say yes. Some people say no. Most of the people is like, hey, it's free coffee. I'll drink it.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Because most like we're critiquing super hard. Like you and I would be critiquing super hard. For most people, they're like, this is better than half the shit they're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I have to say, like, I think I have a good palate, but there's more people with a more acute palate, like Chris from Coffee Cycle. So I cup with him sometimes, or a lot of times, and we go through the coffees that he roasts, that I roast, that someone else's roast.
Dude, could we do a cupping?
Fuck yeah,
Dude, I'll
anytime.
bring some coffees, and then you can bring some coffees.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We can even just like get it's great when you have like 2 or 3 different coffees from your own. So we can do a coffee there at Acento, and we can get Chris involved as well. And then we go for shit beer and mezcal, man. That's live.
I'm fucking
yeah.
down. Let's go. All right, I'm down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
can just have to organize it, and it's like make sure that you are able to do it. I'll be there, and then it's like Chris coming over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
tell you right now, Mondays, I'll always be good.
Okay.
So we can
Yeah.
always make it happen on
Well,
Monday.
it's good because I'm there. Chris is there. Chris goes and roasts for his coffees from Coffee Cycle on Mondays, so we can work out something there.
Dude,
yeah, for sure.
We
Yeah.
should definitely make that
Oh
happen.
fuck yeah, man! I'm stoked.
I
Yeah,
just got so excited.
yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And,
Okay, sorry. Go
and
ahead.
you know, we can get even one more roaster involved, because kind of like Acento became a little roasting collective.
Really?
Yeah, it's Chris, myself, and Caroline from Cozy K9.
Cozy Canine?
Yeah.
Yo, what is this?
Yeah, it's her own project. She was one of the roasters for Modern Times.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's really good. She's very nice. And she's roasting some amazing coffee, man. So yeah, Cozy K9. You can find it on her website or something. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Dude,
she-
I love that.
Yeah, and then it's like part of what of our sales go to support some like animal welfare or dogs welfare.
I would imagine
centers or something
dogs.
like that.
Yeah, like
exactly.
with canines in it. Yeah.
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 So Garden Coffee and Old Town serve her coffee. When I tried it, it's great. It's great.
Sick.
And we share a common supplier. His name is Juan Urquia. He's from Honduras. And we have a personal relationship with him. He's a friend of ours. also from Chris, and we purchased him his coffee.
Did you get to go down there?
Not yet, man. I haven't traveled for a long time. I have like I have a lot of like traveling to do. So it's like especially just starting with Mexico.
See.
I need to just go there and just like visit some farms there and some fincas, and then definitely go to see Jorge in Guatemala, and Juan in Honduras, and then jump all the way down to Costa Rica to see my good mate coffee shop. It's called Café Corazon. We toll roast for him. His name is Johnny Etsevian.
Wait, so you ship coffee to fucking Costa Rica?
No. I toll roast his coffee for his how do you call it, membership club, or how do you call it, the
subscriptions?
Yeah, exactly, for his subscriptions. Sorry, I can't pronounce it, man.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, that's it. Like there are some words in English that are not like been living in like 18 years in English speaking countries, and some words I just can't pronounce.
Yeah, it happens.
So subscriptions. There you go.
Finally,
yes. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, got there. But yeah, we roast for him. He has he works or he got involved with in a way with Surf Rider, the Surf
Foundation?
Rider Foundation. Yeah. So yeah, he roasts for them. Yeah. Well.
Damn.
He brings that coffee for them. And that's one of the anaerobic processes that I can just like, you can come over and just like see it and everything. And you can, you can talk to him because he's always willing to just like sell bags of his coffee. Yeah. He's just like, he's got the farms and everything down in Costa Rica. He's actually moving back over to Costa Rica. The coffee shop, it's in Playa Negra. And then he gets the coffee from Tarazu. So it's like middle of the country, and it's like northern part of the country.
Dude, that is my main goal. Like, I want to go on like an origin trip other than Hawaii. Like I've gone to Origin, but it's only in Hawaii. Like you check it out. I mean, granted, hey, like you get to see it, and experience what a coffee farm is really like, and what they do, and it's really awesome. And I'm not taking it away, but like, I want to go to a coffee farm in Latin America for sure. Definitely Ethiopia, dude. Like, I've been thinking about going to Egypt.
Yeah.
Like, that's like really, really where I want to go. But I'm like, dude, if I'm all the way over there, like, might as well just go to Ethiopia as well.
Yeah. I mean, you're already in Africa, man.
You're already in Africa. It's like, bro,
Africa. You just have to do it.
You just have to like,
yeah.
You have to go over there and like go to Addis Ababa, or like see the first cafe ever, recorded history.
Yeah.
And then like just try some amazing coffees and go to like a coffee farm. Like, but bro, if I'm gonna go to Africa, I'm like, that's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like, yo, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just have to. You just have to. Like, I mean, like, you're already there. Just like take it. Like,
fuck it.
Yeah, what's gonna happen, right? Yeah, hopefully everything is gonna be good back home, and that's it.
Dude, that's the goal, baby. I want to go to the pyramids.
Yeah.
I need to see the pyramids. That's the one thing I want to see.
It's funny because like for me, it's just like, where can I surf? I'm going to go there, just like coffee and surf. That's it. That's like, yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to do that. But basically, I mean, like, you don't have to go all the way to half of the world already. You just have to go down south America, brother. Just like
Central America,
man.
Whatever.
Just like there's so many fincas in Veracruz, Puebla, Oaxaca, Guerrero, Chiapas, Nayarit. Sure. Is coming up. Like it's amazing, man. It's amazing. There's a lot of coffee down there.
There's so much good coffee too coming out of Mexico, and like the different processes and the fermenting processes. Processes, and then all the fact of like the naturals that are coming out, like Samuel. Do you know Samuel?
Samuel Ronson.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's a really good friend of mine. And then
dude, his coffees are amazing.
Yeah, his coffees are unreal. Unfortunately, I can't afford them.
Yeah, I can.
Unfortunately,
same.
I love them.
Same.
Just if you're hearing this, carnal, baja los precios. También el pueblo quiere tomar tu café, güey.
Dude, he's brought like he gave us like some of his cascara Like,
Oh yeah, it's good, man.
like for
It's good,
teas and
yeah.
stuff like that. I
Yeah,
mean, it was
yeah.
like wow.
I met Sam when I was working at Global Coffee Trading with Ray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was starting back then, and now, man, he's a rock star. of
Dude,
coffee.
super rock
It's
star.
amazing. It's amazing. Even Jimmy from Cajon Coffee Roasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like he was interested in buying some of Sam's coffee, but then some Koreans came in and were
They bought
paying
them
like
all up.
exactly. I was just like, we can't compete with them. Like we're happy for Sam.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we're unhappy for us. I'm like, we cannot,
can't get it.
Can
He
get
told
it.
us the same thing.
Yeah,
like, yo, a bunch
exactly.
of people came in because, dude,
Yeah.
Pablo introduced us to him.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we tried his coffees, and I was like, I remember looking at Eric. I was like, bro,
this is it.
fucking, like, can we get this? And dude, we couldn't even get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same with Eric. Even if we chip it, all of us chipping together, it's like, yeah, we still can't afford it. It's crazy, man. And then through Sam, I met Bernardo Figueroa. Have you met him?
Dude, yeah, fuck it. I do.
Man,
fuck
I
yeah, I know
love him.
Bernardo. Yeah.
Fuck, he's my man. He's like,
I mean, I don't know him like
love
that.
him.
I don't know him like that, but
I love him.
Dude, he's
It's
such a
great.
G. He came up and he came to Seven Seas when I was there. And he was like, yo, what's up? Like, whatever. We talked. And then I started following him. Like, I haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
But I follow him on Instagram. We talk on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
he's
just
great,
like
man.
a
He's great.
rad dude.
Yeah, he's amazing. I love him. I love his work. I love his roasting. Yeah, he used to have like a little coffee shop called Perla Negra.
Yeah.
Which I was stuck with the name and everything. It was like, man, this is awesome. I'm like, it's like this is a name that is just like, yeah, it's epic. Yeah.
He's not doing it no more?
He closed down the coffee shop. I think he's gonna reopen it. But he's more like training people just like to be baristas.
Yeah, because he
like,
knows his shit.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. He knows his shit, and like he's traveled all over Latin America, working in and helping coffee farms and fincas and community. How do you call it? Cooperatives and all that. Like, yeah.
Dude, yeah, he reached out and he's like, dude, if you want to get in some touch with some farmers and do some stuff in Mexico, he's like,
man, yeah, he's the man. He's the man. Like, he got me very good coffee from Veracruz, Chiapas, and Oaxaca. Some of the best coffees I have had in the shop, it was through Bernardo.
have you gone down there? Like,
Unfortunately, not. I have that's in my to-do list this year. I have to go. And this is just like, it's not like, when can I go? It's just like, I have to go.
yeah,
Whether it's just like, I can or can't go, it's like, hey, pretty much, I think it's going to be summer when I try to do all these trips. And the reason is it's just, Serena is going to be finished with the school, so she's going to be on holidays. So she can take care of the shop and I can just like go.
Out.
Yeah. And she can roast and everything. So, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Damn.
I just need to get a little bit more help for Serena so she doesn't kill me when I come back. It's like all rested and just like hyped because I just like.
Because you just had like the best experience
yeah,
ever.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, yeah, here in the rat race. Yeah.
Damn, that's exciting, man. I really want that for you. That's super dope. Like, now that you're telling me that, I'm like, damn, I need to hit him up. Because I'd rather, I mean, like, I love Pablo and I love getting all my coffee from him. But the one thing is I really want to do with Caffeine and Green in general is just, I want to connect with the farmers. Like, I want to get down there. I want to go see. Because, like, what I loved about seeing the coffee farms in Hawaii was that, dude, the guy who was like doing everything there was from like Guatemala. He lived there 6 months of the year and then he would go back to Guatemala. And like go like the money that he made in the 6 months there working on the farm was enough to feed his family and like chill.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's impressive.
So it's like
so good. Yeah.
He showed me the process and like everything. He did everything. He showed me dude, I didn't know there was air dryers. Like where they put the fucking beans and shit. Like and they were like I was just like, like, dude, I don't know why, but like, I just think it's the coolest shit ever. When I see how coffee it grows from the tree and then the processing and like the depulping and everything, and then you see the drying areas and you see the drying fields, and then you see like dude, the chaff. I remember the chaff from the roaster didn't go into the air. It went into like a pile. Like they basically had this thing where it would like shoot it out, and then it became like mulch.
Wow.
It was.
That's impressive, and that's just like that can
incredible.
be composted and stuff like that. All right.
So everything is sustainable at that farm.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's amazing.
I'm not like a super big advocate for like sustainability and all these things, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in like I just don't know a lot about it, and I'm not like pumping it hard. I don't know a lot about it. But then when I saw how sustainable they are and how they're doing it, and the effort that everybody's putting in and everybody's pulling their weight and like really working hard, it was inspiring. And it was like, wow, this is super informative and educational.
Yeah.
And it makes me realize like to really be sustainable in all these things, like you have to do stuff like that where you're like the chaff that's coming off the roast is going into like just straight mulch. That's it. Basically gonna like help fertilize area and like just be shit on the ground that like they can use for the trees and stuff. It's
and
like,
that's impressive.
right?
Yeah, I mean, like that's I never seen any operations like that.
Yeah, bro. Hawaii, they're on some next level shit over there.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Have you been over there?
Yeah, but it was just like I did a stop, like a layover coming back from Sydney. I stopped over there, and it's like hit San Francisco to visit El Gordo, a friend of mine, and it's like I went down to Mexico.
Yeah, that's a lot of flights.
Yeah, it was like, man, it used to be like 36 hours to get from Sydney back to my hometown, but from here it's 4 hours.
Yeah,
flying out of
easy.
TJ down to Querétaro. That's it. I'm done. No more.
Dude, it's like a 3-hour flight to Mexico City. It's
Yeah,
like, it's so
perfect.
mellow.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing.
It's
nothing.
dude, it's not even a flight to New York. New York's 5 hours. It's like
exactly.
Or even to like Miami or like Florida, I should say. I've only flown to like Pensacola before, but like it's like 5 hours. All right, this is far.
It's long.
Yeah, it's
a long
far.
flight. Yeah. When I was in Sydney, it was closer to fly to Auckland in New Zealand than to go to Perth, like fly to Perth. So the size of Australia is almost the same size of the US.
Yeah, it's like I thought it was the same size.
It's huge, man. It was a 6-hour flight from Sydney to Perth.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's
That
crazy.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to get to Australia tough.
Man, it's great, man. It's amazing. Once you're there, it's like, should I go back or should I stay? So you have to just like, you just have to think about it.
Dude, so I have a new, I mean like, I don't know, I'm not going to call her an employee, but definitely a person who's like helping me now is my friend Kristen. She's from South Wales.
New South Wales.
New South Wales?
That's the state, like where like Sydney's like the state capital.
She's definitely going to listen to this, so I definitely will say, I'm sorry, Kristen, if that's not where you're from. But I think that's where she's from.
Yeah.
And maybe Sydney, but like I'm pretty sure it's New South Wales.
Go the West Tigers.
What does that mean?
That's an rugby league club. That's my home team.
Okay, dude, I think that's like I've definitely seen her on Instagram, and she definitely has like rugby shit. Like,
okay,
that's like her shit.
Yeah, I love the Tigers since I was there. I love the Wanderers. They are both from Western Sydney, kind of like the how would I call it, like without putting it like really bad. Just like the working class suburbs are in Western Sydney.
Okay.
Eastern Sydney is kind of like the posh and like.
Oh, okay, just like working class.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We're from the West Tigers. Fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah, no, she's working with us now. So like
Great.
she's helping us out, like doing digital stuff, like our design stuff for us. So it's like you're gonna see some new stuff from Caffeine and Green, and it's gonna be all from her, and it's gonna be Australia stuff.
Awesome.
So shout out to her. Just gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aussie. Oi. Oi.
What is that?
That's why when the Wallabies or the Socceroos are playing, or it's like
a soccer. What the fuck is a Socceroo?
The Socceroos is their national football team, like in soccer.
Oh,
soccer. Yeah.
Okay.
And the Wallabies are the rugby team, like
like the country's Wallaby team. Wait.
Yeah, the Wallabies is the name of the team. Yeah, it's the rugby team, the 15, that the full pitch and like the 15 guys running and tackling each other.
Okay.
Yeah, and a wallaby is like the small kangaroo. You have the kangaroos and the wallabies, and the wallabies are the small kangaroos.
Oh, what? I didn't even know there was a difference.
Yeah, the red kangaroos are the ones that are in the desert. That's like, I don't know, 6 feet or more tall.
And they're all jacked.
Yeah.
They're hella jacked.
Yeah. Exactly. Those ones. Yeah.
Dude, have you seen those?
The smaller versions of those. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to just like go into on the outback or just like in the middle of the country. I travel a lot, but I unfortunately not into the desert that much. Yeah.
And that's where they live.
That's where they live, or most of them are there. Yeah, the big ones. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. Boxers and jacked up and everything is like, it's crazy.
They're just
they box you. They just like scratch each other when they are fighting and just like kick them with their legs.
Yeah, because I heard they have they like pop up on their tail. And
yeah,
like
exactly.
Fucking,
And
like,
kick
with
each
their
other,
feet.
and it's like, and they just like kind of like scratch each other like if they were boxing. Yeah, it's funny, man. It's funny.
What's the wallabies like? What are those like?
They're tiny versions of it, like really
3 foot?
colorful. Like it's just like they look cute, man. They're like, and they're like, some of them are just so used to people that they will approach you and you can feed them and everything. It's not the best thing, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not just gonna come up and like sucker punch you?
No. Well, I haven't seen that. Not from a wallaby. Yeah, because they're tiny. They're usually just like they just like jump away from you. Like they would just like they don't want to do anything with humans, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, like if they're in the wild and everything, if some parts is like they get used to them because we feed them, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or tourists feed them or something. But yeah, most of the time they will just like jump away or stay away from you. But it's really cool, man. It's really cool.
I've never seen them. I've never seen a kangaroo except for like on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, man. It's just like you just have to. That's another destination, and it's just like maybe they don't grow coffee. Probably they can grow coffee in Darwin on the top part because it's just like in northern Australia because it's just like in the equator, and maybe they're farms already that we don't know, like just like Jason Mraz. Here in California.
Yeah, here in California,
right?
they're doing like that stunted ass,
Exactly.
Bro, they're charging like $120 for like a bag of coffee. I seen that, and then there was like a sale, and they're like, "Oh, it's like 74." I'm like, "That's, I don't know anything about it, so it's like I hope this doesn't sound like I'm talking shit, but it's like $74 is wild, like you know, like wow,
yeah, too, like a lot.
How are you gonna charge 100? It's like, is this a geisha? Like, they have geishas. They have California farmers growing geishas. So I get it if that's why, but it's like, damn, like California? Like,
well, it's,
I don't know. I need to be educated. You know what we need to do? We need to go up there. We need to talk to somebody. We need to go check some shit out.
True.
Let's do this.
True.
We're going to go to Origin in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Like it's going to be cheap.
Dude.
Right? Yeah, I have to drive up there.
I looked online and it's not. So from what I understand, the company that sells Jason Mraz's stuff, it's like a collective.
Okay.
They have different farmers. I think there's like Paso Robles. I think there's Santa Barbara.
Man,
Carlsbad.
you know a lot more than I do.
Oh, bro, no, I looked online.
No idea.
I looked online, and then there's Bird Rock. But like Bird Rock selling, I'm pretty sure they did like a partnership.
Yeah, I think in the beginning, I know that of that because the former owner of Bird Rock, Chuck, he was invited to the the debuting party of like that things and he took Chris with him.
Oh wow!
From Coffee Cycle, so he could tell us a little bit more about that.
Dude, we need to get him. I'm gonna start reaching out to people because you've definitely opened up. Like, I'm definitely gonna reach out to Ray.
Hell yeah,
Ray, we need to get you on the show.
Yeah,
bro.
Exactly. Yeah,
All
we
right.
want to hear you, Ray.
Dude, I would definitely want to hear. I want to hear about all of it because I'm pretty sure he hired Shay right behind you.
Okay.
He's one of the owners of Steel Mill.
Oh wow.
He's living in Austin now. He's working at Proud Mary, which is like one of the big ones out in Texas, apparently.
Cool.
But he still owns Steel Mill, so he's doing the damn thing. But I'm pretty sure Ray hired him. I could be wrong.
Huh?
I know Shay listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
sorry, Shay, if that's wrong. But it would be really interesting to get Ray on. I definitely want to try to reach out to the dude from Mostra. Like I had
Yeah,
no
Nick,
idea.
Yeah, you have to, man. It's just like that would be a must for you.
Okay.
Yeah, doing the Caffeine and Green show. Fuck
And
yeah.
Soul Cycle. We got to get Soul Cycle on here.
Yeah.
Chris. All right.
Coffee Cycle.
Coffee Cycle.
Coffee Cycle.
What did I say?
Yeah. Soul Cycle.
Oh, fuck.
No, Coffee Cycle.
Okay.
Coffee
sorry.
Cycle. Yeah.
Coffee
you have
Cycle.
To,
okay.
You have to get him. You know who would be interesting just to talk to as well, because he does a lot of origin and he's focused so much in like single origins from Colombia. Jairo from Jipao Coffee.
Yipao.
Jipao.
It's Jipao.
Jipao. YIPAO.
That's how you pronounce it?
Jipao Coffee
Jipao.
Roasters. Yeah. Or Jipao
Oh, from the one
Coffee.
in University Heights. I was like, wait,
That's
what
the
are you
one.
saying right now? I was like,
That's the one. Jairo and Maria. There's like, she's the Q grader. Jairo is the roaster.
I went and
Great,
had some espresso there.
And good friends of mine.
Dude, yeah. Let's go.
And also another one, Flora and Seed, Jan. And
I've already had
Leo.
him on the show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had him on the
Great.
show. Dude,
Love
he
them.
actually went, dude, to my house. Yeah, I think he fucking came to my apartment, bro.
Yeah,
like that's
they're-
when we were doing it at my house. So
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm like Mexican coffees. Those guys are all about
Yeah.
Mexican coffees, and that's great. I love their
He's from
work
Mexico
and
City,
stuff.
right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I
And
thought.
Leo, I think he's from TJ or someone here in Baja California or something like that. Yeah. So they are partners, business partners, and they have like they have Florence Seed in the barrio. In
Yeah.
Old Town.
I didn't meet his business partner. I only met Jan.
Yeah.
I only met Jan.
Great people, man. I love them both.
Who else? Is there anybody I miss? Provecho? Who is that? I've been like Provecho Coffee.
I haven't. No, I don't know them.
They just did a pop up, I think, with somebody over in like, God, dude. It's like a Filipino spot. It's called like White Rice or something like that. It's over in like Is that even University Heights, dude? It gets like real muddy for me over in these like neighborhoods because then it's like Kensington and then there's like University Heights and then there's like Normal Heights and I start losing track of like what's over there.
Well,
like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, man. I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but I have no idea,
Damn.
man. I haven't even heard the name.
Provecho?
Provecho, no.
Yeah,
I have
Provecho
to-
Coffee. Like they're just like a coffee cart. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like coming up. I don't know. There's a couple other that I've been seeing. You know anybody at Home? There's like Home Coffee or something like that. I think it's down in
No.
Chula.
Okay.
No,
No,
dude,
haven't.
I don't even know.
I've heard of Machete, I think.
Here in
and-
town?
Yeah, Machete Coffee Roasters. There's like somewhere in National City or Chula Vista. I've heard of, Traveler Coffee Roasters.
Oh yeah, Dan.
Yeah, I haven't been able to go there because they're closed on Sundays. And
Dude,
that's just
Dan's
like,
is fucking dope. I had him on the show.
yeah, and they say like, I haven't tried it. That's so. I'm probably you agree with that. His coffee is really good.
Dude, okay, so Dan, he has this. He was saying, I think. Fuck, I'm sorry if I'm fucking this up, Dan. I'm pretty sure he was either getting a new machine or he has this baby ass machine, like this like little tiny ass espresso machine. And then I went in there and he pulled me a shot, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I looked at the machine and I told him this. I was like, I looked at the machine, I was like, okay, kind of thing. And then like he pulled me the shot and I drank it and it was fucking fire, bro.
Wow.
It was so good.
Man.
And I was like,
I have to go there.
dude, I told him, I was
now I
like,
have
you
to go
pulled
there.
that from that machine? He's like, yeah. I was like, yo, pleasantly surprised, so stoked. He's like, dude, that thing is like, people underestimate it. And it's like, yo.
Wow.
And he's such a G. Like he, I don't know, man. He had a really cool story about how he did it. And like, dude, he loves his wife. He's super dope. He needed, he loved what he doing. Like he was like riding his bike and doing all those other things. And he just had like a really cool story about how he got into coffee, why he's doing it. Because he's not from here. I forgot. I don't remember where he's from. but he's not from California. And then he came out here, and that's why it's like All Season Brewing, I think is the name of his
yeah.
because he brews beer too.
Oh, yeah. Exactly, yeah.
So he brews beer and he has coffee, and he calls it the Tostaderia?
Tostaduria.
No, I don't think that's what he calls it. It has something to do with like roasting, but in like in Espanol. Like, but yeah, man, like no, he's a cool G. Like I like him. He's really cool. Because he's above the bullshit. He's just like, whatever. I'm over here in my corner, kind of like, dude, a destination spot. Like you have to know, dude. The first time I went to his shop, I hella passed it like multiple times. I was like, where the fuck is this dude's spot? And then I finally get there and I walk in and that's like, yeah, I had beer, I had espresso, like, yeah, cool. Love it. Fucking love it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I have to go. It's like I have to go. It's like probably take a few hours of a Monday to like during like with any time from Monday through Saturday, so I can just like find him open.
Dude,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
He's cool. You definitely. I think you guys would get along. Like, yeah. He's a G, and then he has some really cool. I don't know if Isaac.
I tried
Elias. Isaac is like his roaster.
Okay.
So Isaac is his roaster, and then Isaac also works at Love Song.
Oh, I've seen that shop. It's crazy, man. It's dude, like it's just like it's impressive. Like
yeah.
I mean, like I didn't try their coffees, but like there was a line.
There's
like,
always a line.
It's impressive, and the pink espresso machine, unreal.
Dude, I asked my friend if that was pink because I was sitting there and I'm super colorblind. So like, I was like, what color is that?
I need to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, we'll pause right here. And we're back. My G. So one thing I wanted to touch on before we got out of here tonight is like, you're a couple years into the game now. Mm-hmm. You have the space.
Yes.
Where do you see Acento going in the future?
I mean, like this is a dream, right? Either I don't want to have like a huge brick and mortar, another one, but maybe just like a really small one, right? Like a tiny one that is just like almost just like out of the window. Just come get your espresso and go. Mm-hmm. Just like keep going.
A grab and go.
A grab and go, basically, or just like very small with a little bit like maybe 2 or 3 seats if you want. If you are there, that's it. The other dream would be just like opening a shop down in Mexico with one of my cousins, right?
There you go.
Down in my hometown. But, man, this is the difficult part because some of my cousins and their partners and everything, there's like they said, "Oh, my dream has always been just like having a coffee shop." It's like
everybody's dream. Like, yeah, bro. Like until you do it, fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. The first thing I tell them, like, do you like to clean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck no. It's like, don't get a coffee shop then,
bro.
Because you're gonna be explaining. You're gonna be cleaning all day at all hours. That's basically what you have to do in coffee, pretty much. See,
dude, I fucking know. Like, I'll talk to you about it after like we get off. But like, yeah, well, I have some things.
Yeah, and then just like no one like they say like they want to be involved with the business but not running the business.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That's just like
don't we all like?
Yeah, exactly. That's just like, man, it's just like out from experience from here. I'm like, if you are not there, it's not gonna be just like as successful as it can be, right?
Well, people are buying you, bro. At the end of the day, why do people come to Acento? You're the money maker, right here.
Yeah,
son.
right here, baby.
That's what it is.
Yes, this is a money maker. Yeah.
That's what it is.
But now I'm like, I've been lucky, right, with the people that is just like helping me and everything. People now come to see Serena. They love her roast. They love hanging out with her. They love talking to her. So too Amaris, her cousin. They love Jake as well. So they are coming back to see them as well. If I'm not there, they say like this Serena, Amaris, and Jake. They tell me like, well, people come asking for you, right? But you are not there. But it's like then when I'm there, they are telling me how good of a work they're doing and it's just like sometimes it's like, man, I have to say like sorry about this, but his cortados are better than yours.
Jeez.
Man, that's fucking awesome.
Yes.
That's the best compliment that I can get.
Yeah, because that means your team is taking care of you,
Exactly.
and as much as you take care of them.
And you know, I forgot one person. Like he's an amazing a barista, roaster. He can do everything. Tim. He used to work with I think his last name is Morales. Don't get me just like quoting that. Sorry, Timmy, if I fuck it up. You know I love you, baby. But man, he worked with Chris. He helped me out. Man, he can do everything, man. Now at the moment, he's helping out Jimmy at Cajon with as being a barista and also with the roasting. Yeah.
Sick.
I'm like, Jimmy has an amazing team, and he just added Tim to that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing, man. He's great. Like, and I can tell you right off the bat, Tim makes the best cortados in San Diego.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a bold statement right there, son.
man.
That is a bold statement.
That's just like he makes the best cortados. Like, if I was a groupie, I would be fucking following Tim to every shop that he worked. But I'm not. I'm attached to Acento and my crappy cortados compared to his. But I'm like, he learned how to like working coffee through how do you call it, Bird Rock.
Okay.
Him and Chris they used to work together, and then he worked with Chris. He was his assistant production roaster or assistant roaster, but also he worked at like Point Coffee.
Okay.
Just like Serena now, like they do everything. They roast the coffee, brew it, pour it. Amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Amazing. And I'm trying just like now Serena is in the next stage, just like selecting coffee. Like I brought some samples.
Damn, you're bringing her some like green, like kind of green buying, green tasting stuff.
Yeah. She started sample roasting like everyone else, and now she's just like, I'm telling her like, well, we got these three, select one, roast it, cup it, right? And that's what we're doing at the moment. So I want her to just like get to be as self-sufficient in this area, that he can comfortably tell me like, you know what? I ordered these samples. I want you to try it. I already roast them. That's my point with Serena. Even though she wants to be a rock star because she's a musician, but in the meantime, she's a
coffee roaster.
It's a coffee roaster. And
She could be a rock star or fucking coffee roasting too.
Yeah,
so like,
we're coffee roasters, man. What can I tell you?
There you go.
Yeah,
Love it.
We are.
Dude, that's awesome. That's really cool to hear, man. Like, I love that. All right. Well, Luis, like, my G, I have to say I'm a fan. You know, like,
Thank you.
I'm a fan of your coffee. I'm a fan of what you're doing. I fuck with your vibe. Super tough. I just want nothing but the best for you, man. And I definitely want to do this cupping.
Thank
Like,
you,
we're definitely gonna do this cupping.
We're gonna do it. Yeah, we just have to get Chris involved, and it's like, and maybe I'll talk to Caroline as well. Maybe hopefully she can just like be with us there, accompany us, and it will be fun to do it. Like all of us just cupping different one coffee of each. That will be great.
I'm so down. And you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna plant the seed. San Diego Coffee Network did a coffee roasting competition, and they did the panel here. I was on the panel, and we had roasters coming from Ensenada, from Tijuana, and then roasters around here. But it was for people who roasted 3 years and under.
Okay.
I think I'm going to put it out there right now. I think we need to do a roasting competition in San Diego for roasters who've been roasting 5 years plus.
That would be cool.
I mean,
that would be great.
I think that would be great. How long have you been roasting?
Almost 7 years now.
I'm approaching 8 years myself.
Yeah.
I think it would be really fun and just like something cool we could all do.
Man, that would be awesome.
Where we could all like get the same coffee, and it's for 5 years plus only. And so it's like the advanced dudes. I mean, like, Cafe Moto can enter if they want, like, but they're like, they're like 20, 30 years.
And it's just like the frosty faces, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, for a little bit, like like somewhat younger generation,
Yeah,
you know,
fuck
like
yeah, man, that's awesome.
I think we should do that.
Great, yeah. I think that would be great.
Maybe under 10 years. Maybe we'll cap it at 10 years. Like if you've been roasting 10 years, like okay, like 5
10
to
years
10
and
years.
under.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years
no,
and
5 and between 5 and 10
Yeah,
years.
that would be good. That would be great.
All right. San Diego Coffee Network, let's make this happen. Yo, let's make this happen.
Yeah, please. That would be awesome. That would be so fun.
And then we go somewhere else. Like, and then maybe, what was the dude from my, Mostra's name?
Yeah. Nick Borardi.
Nick Berardi. Maybe he's a judge because he's the national champ.
Yeah, exactly.
So he can't answer. He's already the national champ.
Yeah, you can't. Like Nick, if you're the national champion, just like you can't do anything else.
You
man.
can't fuck with our competition.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can be a judge.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, I want to call that right now. I want to enter. I want to get it done.
I'm done there.
All right.
I'm down.
Let's
Sorry.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
Please.
I sent Luis, tell everybody where we can find your coffee, where your shop is located, and your Instagram.
Okay. My shop is located in 5334 Banks Street in the Morena District, 92110 in San Diego, California. Our Instagram, it's acento.coffee.roasters. That will get you to us. If you write down Acento Coffee Roasters, you'll be ending up in Tecate. So please just like be mindful of that if you don't want to drive that all the way down to Mexico. And familia, los espero, mi gente. Ya saben, ahí estamos listos para el cafecito con chisme y las magdalenas. Y si es un día pesado, vengan por mezcal.
Man, so you like mezcal?
Oh fuck yeah,
Te
man!
gusta
It's like,
mezcal.
there's like probably you didn't. I'm not sure if you'd see or didn't see the writing on the wall. There's a phrase that says like, "Dame mezcal." Perdón, denme café para todas las cosas que puedo hacer.
Oh.
¿Sí? Y denme mezcal para todas aquellas que no puedo. So that's my motto, man.
That's on your wall?
That's on my wall.
Wow.
Yeah, that's on my wall, man. Yeah.
Okay.
So we keep a few mezcals in the back. So I'm like, I don't sell them. I have them there. They're for tasting for everyone. If you're having a hard day, if you just like want to hang out and don't drink coffee, you can have some mezcal. You just have to ask for it. That's it. I'll let you pour it. Just like be mindful, and that's it.
Dude, Luis, you're such a fucking badass. Like, dude,
Well,
I
tried to, man. I'm not sure, man. I think badass is caffeine and green. Man.
Hey.
This is amazing. I love it. Thank you for having us over, man. I love this. And I love your shit, and I love this. This is amazing, man. This podcast, the whole space, well, me quito el sombrero, carnal. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Like the pleasure's all mine, my G. Like I appreciate your kind words, and let's just come up. Let's take over, baby. Let's go.
Let's do the
Vamos.
Let's do the coping. Bring shit beer and let's bring the mezcal.
I'm down. Dude, let's go mezcal.
Fuck yeah.
Me encanta mezcal.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my shit.
Excelente.
Sí. Okay, Luis, gracias.
Gracias.
Peace.
Bye.
Yes, thank you so much, Luis. That was such an amazing conversation, my man. And you best know I'm about to pull up and I'm going to drink some mezcal with my G. So, guys, say thank you to Luis. I was super hyped. It was such a great conversation. And, man, just thank you again. And, appreciate you, bro. And, guys, like always, I want to make sure that I say thank you to everybody around the world who continues to support Caffeine and Green week in and week out. I see you, Mexico. I see you, Poland, Germany. What's poppin'? Yo, everybody around the world, thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And, yo, if you're in the San Diego area, pull up right now. Come and get a cup of coffee. Come and say what up and holla at your man. All right? So, we have some amazing guests coming up, guys, and I'm really hyped. And 2023, baby, we in here. Let's go. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.